This is Paul. I have mentioned that if you had been a stockbroker or a commodity trading advisor and you had put Superior outside of any of the available uh, spaces where you could write in, yes, that would be a non compliant form and it would not be legal. I know the magistrate, as they called him in the state's response, Commissioner Brent Baisden, might think that he's superior to all others, but the truth of the matter is, he's just a juris doctorate, a JD, or maybe a LLM, but I don't really know what his academics are. Where did you get your law degree from? Utah. Could I get the bar results of every JD and LLM throughout the nation for the last 25 to 30 years? It could be that because of who you know, maybe you're in the family, maybe not, that some people just helped you right along. I just want to know, do they grade the bar exam before you're admitted to the bar, or is it like a pass fail test? Now, I know this is not the first one of these that was issued, but you know where it says court address. That does not go there, okay? Where it says telephone number, okay? That's what goes right there. This right here goes right there, okay? Now, I know that I'm not a Juris Doctorate, but when you issue a court order that was used to arrest me numerous times and almost caused me to have to go to a mental institution because you thought I was so dumb. There could be some prejudice against those that are, well, smart. Let's say you discriminated against a guy because you're just stupid and I'm smart. Okay. Now we could do IQ tests. Let's look at the results of every person in law enforcement when they graduated from the academy. Or did you just fill out an application and you got a badge and a gun? Pow, pow. How do you actually learn what the law requires? I'm going to need the actual academic history of every police officer, every sheriff, every lobbyist, every FBI agent. Seemed to me that there must have been some sort of educational requirement to be able to be employed in any sort of police department or sheriff. Did you have to learn anything? Or did you just grow up in the family and they gave you a badge and a gun? Now, I'm not trying to be so mean, but the truth of the matter is when I email law enforcement hundreds, maybe thousands of times, and they tell me, well, I'm too stupid to understand what the law says. And then I pull out a form where you don't write in where it should be. It looks to me like complete illiterates are filling out court forms. When you don't require the petitioner's signature and you use a protection order to keep me from my sons, when you don't know what the VAWA says and you still issue a protection order where actual notice and opportunity to be heard was not given, when you intentionally obstruct my rights with the intent of defrauding me of whatever the assets are that I am owed, it's obvious to me that some illiterates have been filling out court forms. Now, I know it's difficult to believe this, okay? But I can actually read, and I was a stockbroker, and I did graduate from college, and I actually do understand what the law says when I read it. And if I don't know the meaning of a law, I can use a dictionary. Is there somebody in law enforcement or an elected or appointed oath of office that doesn't believe what the law says when they read it? Do they read the law and says, well, you can deprive an American citizen of life, liberty, or property if you want to. Pooh, 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 pooh. That's what the law says. You can do whatever you want. You can deprive every person of all their rights, all their civil rights, the Bill of Rights. The Constitution isn't enforceable. In fact, the Constitution's just a joke. Since you have the badge on, you can do whatever you want.